Like a Hellcat.
Hi guys, I hope all of you are well and staying safe at home. I am also at home. I don't know how many days have passed that I haven't been outside the home. Really, this is very boring. So, to cut down my boredom, what I have thought of is opening this English classes for you. And I guess these are going to be very important and helpful for you during this quarantine period. So, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe and click the bell icon below. Please, this is very necessary. Okay, so directly moving on to the topic for today. The topic is person. Yes, I know. My senior students would be very disappointed because to them person is very childish, you know. You might be thinking why teacher is starting even with this topic. But this is for all my junior students and for all the newcomers who are eager to learn English, you know, because person is very basic to English. If you don't know this basic, that is person, that the verbs associated with the person, you know, you cannot speak in correct English sentences. So this is very necessary. Why don't my senior students also join and have a recap, you know? I know. Most of you make mistakes in persons, you know, you even yourself don't realize. So just keep on watching. What is a person? A person refers to the subject in a sentence. Now, what is a subject? The subject is about whom the sentence is, okay? For example, see, I go to school. Here, I is the subject. Next, he likes to read. Here, he is the subject. See, I and he, both of these words are the words on whom the sentence is about. I go to school, it is about I, that is I go to school. He likes to read, the sentence is about he. So these are the subjects or the persons of the sentence. You know, person is divided into three categories. First person, second person and the third person. See, moving on, I have made a chart for you as you can see above. So this is the three divisions of the three classifications of the person. The first person, second person and the third person. And the subjects associated with this persons are, for first person it is I and we. For second person it is you. For third person it is he, she, it, they or any name. Salman Khan, Shah Rukh Khan, Deepika, or it might be your name. I am curious to know your names. My students, please do comment below. Okay, so moving on to an example of a sentence where you can find the persons, okay? See, very carefully listen to the sentence. I told you to give the cake to Rita. I told you, here I am very important, or you might say the most important. So here I is the first person. Whom did I tell? I told you. So you are the second person. And Rita, she is the third person because we two are talking about giving the cake to Rita. So she comes at last. She is the third person. So here I is the first person, you second person and Rita is the third person. Okay. See, person is not about only this, getting to know which subject comes under which person. It is something more, you know. Which verbs are associated with which subjects? You know what a verb is? I'm sure you know. What it is? Yes. Verbs are action words. The words that indicate doing something in a sentence. Singing, sleeping, dancing, eating, whatever, you know, any activity. Okay, but there are other types of verbs as well, which are called the helping verbs. These verbs are am, is, does, was, has, have, did, were, etc. Okay, moving on to examples. I do not want this. He goes to the cinema. See, The verbs that we are going to use with the person are the helping verbs. You see in the sentence, I do not want this. Here do is the helping verb associated with the subject I. Next, he goes to the cinema. Here goes is the verb that is associated with the subject he. So, this is the thing which you need to learn, that is to associate one verb with a particular subject. And don't worry, my next table will clear all your doubts. Okay, starting with the first person, the I. Starting with the first person, I. Okay, the present forms of the verb that is associated with I are am, do and have. The past form of the verbs associated with I are was, did and had. Okay. Moving on to the first person, we. The present forms of the verb associated with we are, do and have. The past forms of the verb associated with we are were, did and had. Okay. Moving on to the second person, you. The present forms of the verbs are, do, have. The past forms of the verb were, did and had. Okay. Moving on to the third person. First, the set of third persons would be he, she, it, Rita, Sita, Geeta, whoever. Okay. So, the present forms of the verb associated with he, she, it or any name would be is, does, has. The past form of the verb would be was, did and had. Okay. The subject they, that is third person they, the present forms of the verb associated with it are, do and have. For the past forms the verbs are were, did and had. Okay, so I think now you have learned which verbs to associate with which subject. You trust me students, this is very important and very basic of English, and I have seen more senior students also making mistake, sometimes you tell he do this, I does that. That is wrong, that is incorrect sentence. So, knowing these verbs associated with subjects is very important. I guess after this you won't make a mistake, right? Will you? Okay. Let's, before wrapping up, I want to give you some examples of sentences so that things become more clear to you. The first set of sentence, that is the first person, second person and third person, I have divided the sentence into the three persons so that things come out very clear to you. The first person is, I do my homework. I do my homework. Second person, you do your homework. I know you do. The third person, he does his homework. Moving on to the second set of the sentences. With the first person, I have a sister. Second person, comment. The third person is, Rita has a sister. Okay, so that's all for today's classes, guys. I hope you liked the video, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel and click the bell icon below to get further notifications of the upcoming videos. Till then, take care. Bye guys.